So let's see what the Rapid Red has, other than obviously the coolest clip Nerf has ever made. Went ahead and took off the front battery door and popped out the wires just so that you can see that everything fits. It will tuck up in there above the battery with no problems. Loosened everything so the shell should just pop right off. If you look right there, Genuine Turnigy, trying to fit that battery in there. There's a Nanotech 1.5. It's got a little bit of a mark in it right there at the top, you can see, but it will squeeze in there just barely underneath that. That aside, I had to modify this post right here just a little bit to get it to fit. I just put this foam in there to kind of dampen everything. You can see how hard it gets pushed up against that shell, inside of the shell. And up here we had to modify the shell just a little bit there, and I'm not going to flip this over because the screws are in. But up here at the top, you can see a little bit of warping because I used a Dremel tool. Have to carve away a little bit of the shell on the inside. But I did manage to fit a full pair of Infernos in there and Valkyries. So it was about 26 bucks. It wasn't too bad. Over here on this end, if you're going to get ready for it, if you're going to use a full-size switch, you're really going to have to hack that thing up and carve it down. But, you know, it's got great rev. That aside, that's pretty much everything that you have to do to fit this bad boy inside. One thing I hate is this was built for smaller hands. It was mostly smaller kids that come up to play that want to have something that actually can hit. Normally for kids, I like to keep that trigger lock that ties the trigger to the rev trigger there. But because of the size of this thing, like, it had to be removed so that I could fit this switch in here. And that's Rapid Red. Into Rapid Red, one thing that I did have to do, it's such a tight fit that I had to carve out part of the section because the cords stick out on the side of the battery instead of the front of the battery. So I had to make just a little bit more room for them, carving that out.